All right, guys. Hey, good evening. It's High Priestess Jamila. How are y'all? I've got some important stuff to talk about here. And wow, one viewer. If I were doing the drama, everybody would get the notification. And I know that YouTube definitely has me in the wrong algorithm. The other day, I put up a video and I went back to look over it. And when the video was done playing, one of the people in the early death sector came up as was coming up next after my video. So YouTube has officially made mistakes. And I will be writing to YouTube about that to get me out of the incorrect algorithm. I'm totally in the wrong algorithm. And yeah, I'm trying to figure out how um yeah, it's so weird. It's so bizarre. Anyway, they won't win. They'll always lose anyway, like they always do. Good Lord. Spiritual power doesn't really have anything to do with a social media channel. Even though it makes it easier to communicate, those of you that what they don't realize is that people that I need to communicate with, I don't necessarily need YouTube to do that. You don't really need social media, although it helps. But I still want to come and talk to whoever is listening, even though it seems like a lot of people in the world are possessed. It's so bizarre. It really is. And I'm not just talking about because of what's happening in social media or YouTube. I'm talking about like just looking at the world every day. It's so weird. So anyway, um I slept great and I'm getting ready to get me some coffee. But I couldn't wait to come and talk to you guys about 1111 and how I've got some new stuff going on, and I am so thankful to Lilith, to Hecate, just to everybody. The Morgan Arachne, because I had called upon her. And I'm even, from what Arachne told me, that it's okay for me to work with Athena. And I absolutely love Athena. Okay. And then other deities and guides and ancestors. I'm so grateful for being the carrier of this good news and just coming up with these solutions for the spiritual community. Because I think that making the world better starts with you. It starts with one person. It does. And, I think that, yes, seemingly, if you're not a follower, because I feel like everybody's being tested and it's your life. It is, honestly, it's your life. People tend to pay more attention to drama. Okay. And I want to say this to a lot of the real people that are watching me, watching my channel, and watching the drama that plays out in the most ridiculous fashion every day on YouTube. You're going to wish that you would have listened to me sooner because time has already ran out. It has. Time is up. And the only people that are going to move forward, manifest what they want, live a happy life, live a healthy life, are the ones that didn't get caught up in that deception. Okay. Um, I refuse to allow myself to be deceived. So I want to talk about 1111, but pardon me while I do my own notifications. Give me a second. Okay. Hopefully, this is a good thing that certain people stopped watching my channel and their energy will be gone from my channel. Okay. I don't have to take anybody's scraps from their bad audience. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about 1111 and how that ties in with the solstices. Okay. So basically, 1111, the 1111 ritual is a ritual that I offer that looks at basically the remaining year, or either you'll look at 2 full years, which would mean if you were to get that ritual in January, or if you were to get that ritual in March, or if you were to get that ritual in June of next year, we would have to look at 2024 and then 2025. The whole point is to look a year ahead at least. Okay. And I'm so serious about this and I believe in it so much that I'm going to do one for every single one of my children. I am. That's how much I believe in it. So I'll be doing the 1111 ritual for every single one of my children, starting with the eldest and to the youngest. And basically, what makes it so powerful is the fact that you are handling things that are going to come at you either randomly or things that have already been a negative cycle in your life, either randomly or things that could be based upon the out of control emotions of people that have a problem with you. So, for example, if you have what they call an enemy, and you know how the enemies are so emotionally unstable, and unfortunately, some of your enemies have access to spirituality. Some of your enemies understand spirituality. Some of your enemies understand witchcraft and practice witchcraft. And some of your enemies know witches. Or they may have demonic, not demonic, I want to say spiritual attachments. Or they could be getting used by something that doesn't seem to be a part of our ecosystem. So anyway, basically what it does is it blocks those things in advance. And it doesn't matter if your enemy that has decided, oh, I'm going to take you down. It doesn't matter even if they decide to cast something every single month. Casting something every single month, especially negativity, being that are gods and are goddesses, and God actually does love us, doesn't mean that it's always going to hit you. And I think that this came straight from God. I really do. Now, the month of November, from what I've spoken to Santa Martha about, is that this is her whole month, not just November the 1st. So, it's very interesting. That would make sense because it's winter time. The sun has less, well, the sun always has a lot of power, but leaves are dying. Everything in the world is dying, pretty much. And so that would make sense because it symbolizes the rebirth whenever the spring comes, right? And so November to me is a very sacred month, but so is December. I think that November as well as December is simply the space and time between the fall equinox and the winter solstice. Okay. So even if we didn't have these months labeled with numbers, which I believe numbering it and labeling it made it all the more powerful, and it was always meant to be that way, but I think that we would still have the same energy. Okay. But it just makes it so much easier. Okay. And so anyway, um for my 1111ers, basically whether or not you get the ritual through me or you decide to do it yourself, it is important for you to understand that it needs to be recasted every solstice. So basically, what you do is you write the petition for 1111, you center it around that 1111 energy, and then you light it. Of course, you're going to cast it on 1111, of course. Or you can cast it up to, I believe, 90 days after November the 11th. I stumbled across someone else's channel who gets a whole goo gob of views, and he was telling people 190 days, which is fine. Is it going to make a difference? I think that the biggest level of impact that you are going to have is to do it no later than January the 11th. Okay. No later than it, because, yeah, we got, let me see, November, December, January. Yeah, I would say going into February would be also okay for you to cast that ritual. Um, but I'd say that if you do it at any time of the year, it's still fine. Because believe it or not, there are certain people that want to keep certain negative things going, negative traditions, and they are up to it as soon as the new year hit. The energy is typically so positive around the traditional calendar, New Year's and New Year's Day. But then people that either want to control you, want to dominate you, want to destroy you, or want to take from you, they are hitting you up as soon as the new year hits. And some of them don't even take a break for the holidays. Yeah. So basically, what you're doing essentially is you are striking them down before they strike. So, for example, if you do the 11/11 ritual in October or September, which I think that you can start doing it as early as August, between August, September, and October, and then, of course, in November, but then 3 months after that. So that would be, um, I would say December, January, February. Okay, let's put it like that. So you can go 3 months before, 3 months after. It's almost like this. It's, to me, it's like a gateway opening, and it's like the closer you are to that time, the faster results you're going to see. And some people do need very fast results, because a lot of you have been attacked and attacked and attacked. I'm one of them. I'm one of them. These people were actually stupid enough to believe that my spirits were going to throw me out of my house. They actually believed that. Like, they were really banking on it, which is totally ridiculous. This is the failure of the Black community, utterly, the utter failure of the Black community, to have people that are, on that, and then failures of other communities too. But it's just, it's preposterous. It really is, and so, oh God. Anyway, yeah. I don't know why that song came to mind by Beyonce. I think that they just don't know about me. They just don't know about me. Anyway, so some of you guys are having emergencies, under attack, loss of jobs by these people, evil people, starting crap, playing around with black magic instead of using it to heal themselves and improve their lives, because, instead they want to target and harass people that are just simply trying to support their families, simply trying to live their lives, and, the problematic people that are smart dumb. I call them smart dumb, is what I call them. And so basically, by you doing that, you are literally sending back their negative energy that they have sent you for the entire year. And that's enough. That's what my spirits are saying. That's enough. Especially some of these people that have started crap, created crap with you, and they've went to cemeteries and buried puppet dolls, and you didn't deserve it. They have done these hoodoo jars, or either jars on somebody that that didn't deserve it. They just wanted to be an asshole, and they wanted to play around with magic. Well, guess what? They're going to either need to disassemble that or reverse it or something, because that energy is going to hit them like 12 tons. And if you are weak minded enough to care more about them, then I don't know what to tell you. So I told them that the cleaners was coming, and the cleaners are here. I always warned them about that. Uh, they won't survive it. And I'm not talking about death wise, but as far as what this 11/11 ritual is going to do to people that are attacking you unprovoked, people that have the nerve and the gall and the audacity to try to dictate your life to you, people that are narcissistic, that have the gall and the audacity to try to pretend as if they are your God and they are going to punish you for living and having a mind of your own. For people that are doing things like that, they are going to experience change whether or not they like it or not. So basically, what the 1111 ritual does is it keeps you protected and it wards off that negative energy. Now, nobody can copy this ritual. If they're an enemy, they can't copy it because all they know about is the petition and candles. They don't know the things that we do in addition to that. So, what the enemy will try to do is they will try to mimic what their targets are doing and try to flip it and reverse it. Now, everybody knows that the hierarchy or either the witch council, they're not playing those games with them. So, a person that created negativity, created beefs with y'all, the people that conjured bad spirits just against innocent people that did nothing to them, they don't have the right to do a reversal. They don't. What are you going to reverse? You're going to reverse what you created? You created that negativity. You created and conjured those bad spirits. You created an army of people to attack others. You created all of this. So, what are you reversing? Or are you reversing? What are you going to send back to that person? So, when you do this 1111 ritual, what you want to make sure of is that you're not the one that started it. You do, because there are people that start stuff. There are people that try to keep stuff going. There are people that will try to bully and attack you. And it's so sick because it is in the spiritual community, heavily and big time. These people took one look at you, saw that you were happy, and decided that they were going to curse you, curse your children. You didn't say or do anything. They decided they were going to use you as their puppet. It's very strange and bizarre how you'll hear these people talking and they'll have your name, your image up, but they will be telling a total bald faced lie. They will literally try to use you. It's almost like they suffer from a mental illness called derealization syndrome. But what these people don't realize is that they are not protected by their mental health label. Nobody's going to just sit up here and say, oh, well, that person's mentally ill. Just ignore them. No, my spirits want you guys to know that they will curse a mentally ill person. Mental illness is no excuse for your behavior. Mentally ill people don't deserve to be stigmatized like that because mentally ill people don't necessarily, depending on which mental illness that they got, though, they don't necessarily deserve to be seen as bad people. You're not mentally ill. You're just a bad person, straight up and down. So they shouldn't have been doing what they've been doing. They've been given plenty of space and opportunity. Plenty of sacrifice has been made for them. Plenty of suffering has been done at their hands. People have been inconvenienced, delayed for long enough. So what they create, they have to deal with. And in that case, they're going to talk to God about whatever it is that they're needing to deal with. Okay. So, pretty much, and I'm about to get me some coffee in a second here. Um, Pretty much what the 1111 ritual does is it protects, blocks, and deflects things that were meant to go into effect at certain times. Okay, timing is everything. So, for example, some of your enemies even sat down and decided that they were going to write a will of the year for you. And guess what they wanted to do? They wanted to mess up your Sabbaths. They wanted to mess up your holidays. They wanted to screw you over. Some of them even tried to conjure violent spirits to have you and your children killed. I mean, these people have done so much evil, and they've already burned the petitions. The only thing that they can do is reverse it. Are they going to reverse it? More than likely. And they're going to go to God on it. And God is going to say, hey, yeah, I told you that I don't play those games with you. Okay. Because I think it's funny and I think it's weird how these people that are supposed to be of God or doing readings and they're doing all these things, and those things supposedly don't they come from the devil? So why do you want a prediction? Why do you have Ouija boards? Why are you lighting candles, in particular skull candles? That's a witch. What do you have, bipolar disorder? Or do you have like one side of you is a devout Christian or whatever, and then on the other side, you whatever. I think that that's fine. I think people can do whatever they want to do as long as they don't trespass on others. As long as you are not trying to harm others and trying to harm people at all. These people, like I said, they're very sick. They will attack and terrorize and torment your family, your children. In particular, if you're a woman and you're a witch as well, but they do it to male witches as well. They will attack, attack, attack because they have some kind of sick problem. They do. And so, with the wheel of the year reading, what we do is we look at the year ahead. I think that even if you are a practitioner, even if you are a practicing witch, this is going to be something that is not only going to uh, create a lot less work for you, but it is also going to make things easier for you because the way that my spirits see it is that they're saying, you know, you need to deflect this stuff before it hits. Almost like y'all know that movie where the asteroid was getting ready to hit the earth and they sent the astronauts up there to blow up the asteroid before it hit the earth. It's the same difference when it comes to the 1111 working. Okay, and we're gonna call it 1111. It's gonna be known as that for years. This is gonna be something that is huge in the spiritual community, if not already. Maybe I'm slow. I have been dealing with a lot the past 3 years, and over absorbent amount of attacks that were unnecessary. But I do know that I actually celebrate every single solstice and Sabbath. And there's got to be some changes made. First of all, I have been fighting for my own energy. I have been fighting for my own magic, my own individual personal power and magic. And I have been fighting for my company. And I'm never going to stop fighting. In fact, I really don't have to fight. It is what it is. I've been fighting for my right to express myself, for my own freedom of expression. I've been fighting for a lot. Okay. So I'm in, and I'll never stop fighting ever. Okay. I'll never stop fighting. My spirits are never going to stop. Okay. So, if I think that I had plenty of distractions to where, like, for example, Last year I needed to do the 11/11 ritual. I should have been doing it from the time that I moved in here in 2020. However, I can take, well, do I need to take responsibility for that? Not complete responsibility, but I think that timing is everything. So I don't feel that first of all, I don't feel that it's ever too late. I'm not those type of that type of person to give up. So I feel that it was divine timing. And I have been working with a lot of different witchy goddesses and spirits, and they have done I mean, so much for me, including Santa Martha, because she actually came to me in a weird dream the other day, and she is actually sitting right in front of me, actually, with her apple, and she's getting ready to get her cigarette. And so Santa Martha, this is her time right now. Okay. Even though for our other stuff, we work with the other deities that we work with, but this is Santa Martha's time. Okay. And so, she's sitting right here, and I'm getting ready to get her some coffee, and I'm getting ready to get her cigarette, and I'm getting ready to buy a couple of fancy ashtrays because I need ashtrays. She just always has that look on her face when I have her, my Santa Martha's right in front of me, by the way, guys, and she is beautiful than ever. She's more beautiful than ever, very healing, very loving, very protective, and she's not always there when you call, but she's always on time. But she actually is there, but she comes in just in time. So anyway, basically what the deal is with the 11/11 ritual is that it deflects all of that. So for example, if somebody sent you something, if they woke up emotional and hey, I hate this person, I hate them, I'm gonna curse them on their birthday. I can't stop looking at this person, I'm gonna curse them on Saturday. Just emotional crazy psychopaths playing around with magic. I hate her. She light skinned. I gotta curse her. I gotta lie on her. Oh, she thinks she's gonna buy a house. Oh, well, she thinks that I'm gonna let her and those children be happy. Oh, well, does she think that I'm not going to try to get her killed? Oh, well, then I'm gonna do everything to you. You know, basically, some of the stuff that they threw at you wasn't slated to hit you for several months because they really don't have much power. And sometimes it'll take several months or even several years to hit a person, especially an innocent person. Okay. That's why you shouldn't go around hexing and cursing innocent people that have literally done nothing to you. Literally were just defending themselves. It's utterly ridiculous. It's absolutely preposterous. And this is one of the problems that I have with the spiritual community. Witches should not be in social media acting like terrorists. And I don't negotiate with terrorists whatsoever. All the stalking that has been going on, death magic, destruction magic, magical spells to make people sick because they're jealous of your eye color. For example, if you have hazel eyes, they're trying to throw curses at you. If you are smart, powerful, and intelligent, and you don't let nobody kick you around, and you don't play those games with them, they're trying to curse you. If you are born with a legacy of greatness with you, if God has blessed you tremendously in this lifetime with children and money, and they try to steal those things from you. And that goes for if you are a man or a woman. If you are in love with somebody, they're trying to rip you apart. It's just people are doing and creating so much damage to people. Okay, they are. And it is, hey, son. Good, you made coffee. I'm getting ready to go get me some. So yeah, this is what we're dealing with right now. And some of our world leaders are psychopaths too. Even so, if they can be psychopathic, then the everyday average Joe walking around here can be that way. A lot of them are possessed. They're not thinking. They are being watched heavily, which is why they are watching us heavily, because they feel that paranoia. They feel like something is not quite right. They want to feel good about what they're doing, but in reality, they don't, because God is watching. Everybody else is watching and asking them, what do you think that you are doing to this innocent person? This is the reason why when a murderer murders somebody, they get haunted, because God makes it that way. So it's nothing that these bad people can do about it. Stop joining them. A lot of people have said, well, if I can't beat them, I'm going to join them. Worst mistake ever. God will throw you away in the garbage. You are being tested. You need to quit being weak. For you to join them because you're scared of them and you think that you can face me, you think that you can ever be on my level, and you so scared that you would join them, you better sit down now, because I would never join anything like that. Never. I would never join a group of people that does harm to people. I would never in my life. Now I can understand if you're a kid, or if you're, being threatened. Like, for example, you know, they may roll up on your family members or your kid at school, which is why they want access to your children, because they want to turn your children away from you. They want to destroy the fabric of your family. They are absolutely disgusting people, and they will always lose. There will never be a win for them. Do you understand me? I have been battling people like this since 2013. I have been battling them by myself, physically, in the physical, by myself, with a few helpers of high positions. I have been battling them and winning, and I will never lose faith, not in myself and not with God. If you're wrong, you're wrong, and nobody has to be afraid. I don't have to be disloyal. I don't have to be dysfunctional. I don't have to be two faced. I stand in my convictions at the end of the day. Okay? Now, basically, the way the 11/11 ritual is going to work, and it depends on what you have done as far as the groundwork, as far as the legwork. For example, I have like a dozen warding bottles over here. I just made a new one. If you've got things like that put into place, then what this is going to do is this is going to prevent you from having to do reversals. But what you will be doing is you will be what I'm going to be doing, okay, for the people that purchase it from me, okay? And there is a fee to join my Sabbaths. Okay. Every Sabbath will be celebrated this way, along with veneration of the ancestors. Okay. Very important component of it. Venerating the ancestors is not just giving them food. People think, oh, I've got these fancy foods set up, but these people are, the ancestors are absolutely disgusted by them. They think, oh, look at this whole platter that I've got set up. And the ancestors they want to throw up. They would never eat their food. They would never eat their food. They would never take anything from them. Your ancestors are ashamed of you. for harming and trying to harm children. Your ancestors are ashamed of you for being so diabolical and wanting to prove that you somebody, that you would hurt your own children and you would hurt people's children and you would attack witches out in social media unprovoked because you want to prove that you the baddest witch out there. Your ancestors are absolutely disgusted by you and they don't want your cake, they don't want your rum, they don't want your shit, they don't want nothing from you. And I'm telling you because I know this for a fact. Ancestor veneration is not just about giving them food. And one of them came by and said, "Oh, look at all that food," because they were trying to diss me, saying that I didn't give my ancestors enough food. Oh, trust me, my ancestors got plenty of food. Yours got garbage, the garbage that you laid out because you're garbage, hon. You're garbage. Your ancestors, first of all, you ain't seen none of your ancestors because they done left a long time ago. Because if your ancestors was really there, they would have persuaded you to not go out and attack innocent babies, children, and women under the guise of being a witch or a hoodoo practitioner. You are nothing to your ancestors. They are ashamed of you. They are ashamed to call you family. Okay? They are ashamed to call you family. And you know what? I'm going to say this to these people out here that have been running around here attacking my children. Your ancestors are ashamed of you. They're ashamed of you, especially some of the black ones that felt like they could attack me and my son because my son is biracial. Our ancestors are ashamed of you. Every single slave, every single house nigga, every single field nigga, every single concubine, they're all ashamed of you for attacking a black woman and her child. They're ashamed of you. So don't come at me with this slave stuff because all of the slaves are looking at you like you just like massa. They don't respect you. They don't like you for you to try to hurt and abuse your own people and you a black person. They are ashamed of you. And they know you possessed. They know you're possessed. Any black person running around here attacking another black person unprovoked, trying to use terroristic tactics, MK Ultra, slavery tactics, you are under fire. You are burning. You understand me? So I don't even want to hear it from none of these black people on here. And all of you that follow them are going to follow them into nothingness now. Okay? Let me get my coffee. Excuse me, y'all. I'll be right back. I'm getting my coffee. All right, guys, I'm back, and I gave Santa Mother her coffee too. And let's to finish this discussion, though. I'm sorry, guys. I feel very passionate about what I'm talking about, and y'all know how I am because I am still absolutely disgusted by some of these people's behaviors on here. Uh, and I want to let them know it's a very serious thing. Like these people are goofy. They don't have a brain. They have scrambled runny eggs for brains, raw eggs for brains. They do. So basically, what we're gonna do is that, and I guess if you're now, first of all, I'm sorry, but I get kind of irritated when people don't respect the Sabbaths. And for me, I don't understand why. I feel like there are agents that are put into place to draw black people in particular and miseducate them completely. So there are agents out here that have been put into place so that they can purposely misguide you spiritually on your spiritual journey. It's nothing that we can do about these frauds or these scam artists, right? We can't do anything about them. It's their right to come on here and miseducate people if they want. It's up to you to listen. But that would be the perfect time to recast that 1111. I know that that's the way I'm going to do it. I am going to um recast the same petition or even add to the petition every Sabbath. So, like, for example, if you did my 1111 ritual, which not many of you have, I've taught a couple of my students how to do it, but people have been literally, people have been asleep on my rituals. People have been sleeping, and it's because y'all letting these people out here in social media uh possess you, and they're not going to do nothing but bring destruction into your life, I promise. That's just like that lady that bought all kind of attention to me, lied again. Some of y'all may have went over there to her, and y'all are gonna regret it for the rest of your freaking life. Okay, trust me, you are. You're gonna regret it, and she knows who I'm talking about, and she knows that I'm not afraid to call her out, and she wishes that I was afraid of her, but I'm not. Okay. If you bought that crap, that lie, those lies, that smear campaign that she did, you are going to regret it for the rest of your life, ever listening to her, trusting anything that she said. Okay. Take it from me. She has been nothing but a destructive force well, not in my life, but she's tried to be a destructive force in my life for years. Okay, so those of you in social media, and she, well, first of all, I think that it's got to be something. But if you think that you're going to be able to get anything that even matches what I do for those little small donations that you've given to her or anybody else, you think you can get my energy through somebody else? You think somebody else can provide you my energy? I mean, if you choose a whole other practitioner that has nothing to do with this particular debacle, then yeah, they probably will be able to. But those particular specific people, they tried to steal my energy, steal my shine, steal my light, and they thought they could replicate it or use it. So, and I'm sick of this crap going on YouTube. I am. I'm putting myself back on the map on YouTube right now as we speak with a new channel. It's a secret channel. I can't share that channel with this channel because those ignorant people that have nothing else better to do with their lives will go over there and flag it. They've already been over there flagging all of my videos on TikTok. They're disgusting. In fact, I'm going to have a secret TikTok. Yeah, they're disgusting. They're disgusting people. And they can't be trusted. Anyway, so that's going to be something. First of all, I've already told you guys that it is a sort of like a requirement to be a client to join my Sabbats. Now, if you don't have the funding, that's understandable and it'll balance itself out. I promise you. There are some Sabbats that are very important. For example, fall equinox, the fall equinox, Samhain, and Yule are very important for your survival. Now, I would say Ostara is as well because it keeps you connected with nature and nature's spirit and healing. All of them are very important. For them to tell you that the Sabbats are not important, they hate you. They hate you. For anybody to tell you to not celebrate the Sabbats and to be practicing witchcraft, they hate you. I don't care what they're trying to say that they are practicing. The point is that they're giving you misinformation, and these people will bring nothing but trouble in your lives. Now, does every witch celebrate the Sabbats? No. Can you tell that they don't? Yes. You can tell by the depression, by the sadness, by the imbalances in their life. Okay. So I personally celebrate every single Sabbath. If I don't celebrate it and make a big deal about it, I at least recognize it. But you got some people that are on this earth. I agree that the earth is hell? No, I believe people make it that way. I think that a lot of you guys that are caught up in spiritual warfare, y'all look at the earth as hell, right? And that's understandable. Is Earth some prison planet and you're supposed to float all up to the universe and live on a different planet? Maybe it is. There are some people that have decided that because of the world's problems and them not having a solution, not having a way of coping and dealing with their problems, while at the same time you're supposed to be a witch. Wow. That somehow we don't belong here, and they literally have death cults. They literally like I would never teach you that. I would never teach you that the earth is a prison or some kind of realm of hell, because it is not. I would never tell you to not appreciate the earth. Most of us witches have a very strong connection with this particular planet. Earth is home, and these people treat it like a war zone. Okay, now does that mean that I'm going to go and do a curse on the president of Palestine? I plead the fifth on that. No, I'm joking. I plead the fifth on that though. Okay. So, listen, there are a lot of people that go into religion and spirituality, and they end up being an occultist, but they're completely miserable all the time, 24/7, creating a lot of problems, creating more problems on top of problems. I personally feel like society, all of us little people underneath, Why are y'all having wars amongst each other when we're already at war with them? Why would you do that? That makes no sense. So the way my spirit see it is that not only are you an enemy to this planet, but you're an enemy to this universe, this entire solar system, our entire ecological system. You're working against the survival of the human beings that reside on this planet. Because you're doing too much. Yes, I do believe that everybody has their own individual earth. So when somebody trespasses on you, they are invading your earth, and you need to start looking at it like that. Okay, you do. You need to start looking at it like that because that's exactly what it is. Everybody has the right to have their own perception of reality. The moment they start to try to force that reality on you, that's when you have to know the magic that surrounds you. Okay. So basically, you can do the 11/11 ritual in June of next year if that's when you do it. But my practice is going to be largely centered around it. Okay. You cast it once, and then we will reiterate that same casting every Sabbath. It's not needed any sooner than that, unless you got something real crazy going on in your life and you got to do extra work. Some of y'all, this ritual, the 11/11 ritual, along with the Sabbaths, is going to, I don't want to say replace the generational curse breaker, because that ritual will never be replaced. It can't be. It's needed. It's necessary. Okay. Because what that is that is breaking a cycle. And many people still need that ritual, but it will supplement that ritual. It'll supplement it. You can do it, at any time. Okay. And then what you do is you just get in my Sabbaths. Okay. This way, everything that is being sent to you, at least my clients is going to be deflected. It depends on what it is. If somebody's sending you death, you're going to send death back to them. If somebody's sending you destruction and sickness, you're going to send their destruction and sickness right back to them. And you're going to do it in advance. If somebody casted something last year that's supposed to make you deathly ill next year, you're going to send it back to them. Why should you care? Why are you always willing to die for bad people? Could it be that you've allowed them to oppress you? And they'll tell you, well, I don't like you and you're not my friend. So what is that? Like, for some reason, they act like that word friend has some kind of power. They tried to turn friend into a trigger word because they're stupid. Right now, what we're dealing with is the aftermath of the Great Awakening. We have a lot of stupid people that think they're smart, right? That's exactly what it is. We have a lot of stupid people that think they're smart. So they'll like write a spell when I say the word friend, and when I say I don't want to be this person's friend, and when I say I don't like them, it's going to destroy their soul. Nobody actually ever cared. I'm sorry, I don't care about having a friendship with a person like that. I don't care if you don't like me. If that person throws a domination working on you, if that person throws they call it a false imprisonment spell. If that person throws anything at you, it's not going to touch you. That is what makes you untouchable. The 1111 ritual is going to make you untouchable. At least by the magic. Now, if you got some crazy because some of them will go crazy and psychotic, they become obsessed with trying to bring you down. Oh, I'm going to come to your house and beat your ass. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to shoot your house up. Magic will still help you with that. It will keep them from coming to your house and, trying to shoot everybody in your house. Yes, magic will protect you from stupid idiots that's running around here. They're so distraught. They're so ignorant that they want to kill you because they're miserable. Okay. It's a lot of crazy people in this world, and they're going to have to wake up and smell the damn coffee. Somebody might be sending something to you to mess with your head. And I do know that they do these spells to try to make people mentally ill. What in the world? Yeah, they do that too. Now, chances are, if you have some kind of basic protection set up, you're going to be protected from that. But the problem is that you don't like, wow, your spirits are tired. Listen, the deities and the spirits that we work with and we talk about every single day, including Jesus Christ himself, is tired. They tired of it. So I'm in good company. Because instead of your spirits blessing you with abundance, which is what Jesus promised you, instead of your spirits being able to bless you with abundance, which is what Lakshmi promised you, they're constantly having to fight off this bad energy because they don't care about money. When you are under death watch, they're fighting for your life. Death magic results in money blockages. A lot of y'all don't have a money blockage. Y'all got somebody that done put death magic on you. You ain't got no money blockage. You have death put up on you. And your spirits will stop your money. If you or your children are in danger, your spirits will stop your money. They'll make you lose your job. You be like, damn, I lost my job. Because somebody done worked some death magic on you. And you need to pay attention. Okay. And a lot of y'all that go to God and say, God, take me. I'm ready to go. God stops listening after that. He'll make you stay on this earth another 100 years. And trust me, these people don't appreciate God, and God doesn't appreciate them because, the way God sees it, and I see God as a woman. She's created all this beauty. When you look at the earth is gorgeous. It's beautiful. The landscapes, the trees, the flowers, the orchards, the mountains, the ocean, the rivers, the lakes. It's so beautiful. And you are so unappreciative that you rather die. And God don't like that either. So a lot of these people claiming to be Christian, Muslim, Catholic that are running around here on suicide missions, God has his eye on you. Because he's like, look, I gave you the breath of life this morning. Why are you up doing stuff like that? And while they chasing you down, harassing the witches, which they have no real understanding of us. God does. They don't. Just like God created the devil, God created witches. They run around here every single day with their bull crap, deluding themselves into thinking that God appreciates you. You know what God appreciates? God appreciates it when you go out there and you touch and hug one of them trees. God appreciates it when you make snow angels in the snow. He does not appreciate your ignorant, suicidal, homicidal, genocidal behavior. Especially if ain't nobody done nothing to you. You ain't really been through nothing. You think you've been through something, but you really ain't never been through nothing. Out there murdering people, raping people. God didn't sign off on that. Okay. So, it is what it is anyway. Um, and you guys are going to really like the results. Those of you that are clients. And what I would suggest that you do, if you can't do the 1111, which I'm not surprised that all y'all money is funny. Y'all been listening to broke poverty people. A lot of y'all that know about my channel, y'all watch a bunch of demons of poverty all day. You can't get enough of them. And then you wonder why your money is tight. Money tight. And then you go and listen to the voice of a demon of poverty. You go and listen to people that are afflicted by poverty and wonder why you got poverty in your life. Y'all listen to these people that have no spiritual blessings, no financial blessing. They don't have nothing. Okay. But you can get in my Yule circle. My Yule circle is 111, but that's only going to tide you over. Because if y'all don't do something about the people, y'all thought this year was bad. Next year is going to be worse. It's going to be so much worse. Okay. And right now, the whole standard is everybody. Like, what's sad is people, that whole thing where trust nobody and nobody trusts nobody. That's something that seems to be taking over a lot of people. And we can't have a world like that. You can't participate in that. A lot of y'all that have been listening to these people, you're going to lose your jobs. You're going to lose everything if you keep listening to these people. All simply because you want to save a couple of dollars. Oh, your rituals are too expensive. Well, don't buy them then. I'm sorry if you don't love yourself enough to invest in yourself. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry that you decided to go to somebody that isn't equipped to cleanse you, and because they said I'm gonna do a cleanse for $100, forget her 360, forget her 400. You ain't got to pay that much, girl. I do it for 100. Ooh, really? 100? See, that's where you're being fooled. And I'm not asking for your business, to be honest with you. I'm not asking for your business and your patronage. You go where you, because I'm telling you, once those people have put in their claws in you, I can tell, I can sense it, and you got to pay for that. I'm sorry. Y'all be I have never seen anything so stupid in my life. Y'all will go and covet people that and y'all will watch people do stuff and want to be a part of it when this person is obviously possessed, psychotic, and crazy. Y'all fall for the okey doke. Y'all believe whatever somebody tell you, except for the truth and what's going to be good for you. You believe in acting, you believe in games. You can't see, like a lot of y'all can't even tell the difference between fiction and reality. You'll see something in social media and you'll accept it as a reality when it ain't nothing but just some made up crap. And that's some of y'all. But you know, and I'll be just like you know, now I know that half of these people's views is not real, but it is absolutely a scary thought. Even though it's not real, it would be very scary if two to three to 400 people want to be front and center for the most ignorant crud in the world that ain't there for nothing but just to distract you, because the distraction ain't gonna lead you anywhere. And a lot of y'all are going to find yourselves in bad positions because you don't have your own place. You don't have your own house. You're living off of somebody else, living with those, watching those people. You don't have nothing. You haven't manifested a damn thing. Am I lying? You ain't manifested nothing. And then 5 years from now, you'll blame those people when you have nobody to blame but yourself. Those people made it obvious and they told you exactly who they were. So that's on you. Because unless you have the funding to pay 360 for a cleanse, unless you have the funding to pay 1800 for a generational curse removal, unless you have 1111 to pay for my 1111 ritual, you're not going to get any service from me. So you might as well just forget about it because you're not going to get it. And these people that you're dealing with on here, they're not going to protect you. They can't protect you. They can't even protect themselves. There's a lot of these people sitting on here, they just empty cedars. They just running around here like chickens with their head cut off. And y'all just follow. This funny. In the meantime, we got portals opening up, you know, people being blessed and blissed, and you just sitting there getting sicker and sicker watching these sick people out here, and your mind has went to mush. And if you're not hearing what I'm saying, well, they done put some kind of bug in your ear. Now you're displaying symptoms of schizophrenia because something is screaming and pounding in your damn ear. You can't hear me. So you may be a lost cause. Okay. And yeah, we know that a lot of people feel that schizophrenia, people with spiritual gifts will show signs of schizophrenia. However, okay, if a spirit is screaming in your ear and causing you to be mentally ill, don't you think that's a spirit that you need to banish? You don't just welcome all that stuff in. These are your ancestors speaking. Oh, I got spirits around me and I'm running around here like a demon impoverishes. Oh, I'm just eyeballs rolling it. Well, obviously that spirit that you talking to ain't doing you no damn good. And those people, as long as I'm here and I'm in social media, they're going to come up with some kind of campaign that they're going to lose and regret. They plotting and planning right now to try to come back to some kind of campaign. And I know for a fact that one of them that's in that early death sector, he uses my name apparently in his tags, which I know that there's a way to code it to where that can't be done. They want to get the attention of the real people that I bring in so that they can ruin and make your brains into mush. And that's not my fault. I am not responsible for that. But I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do my part by not allowing them in my chat room. In fact, I noticed that some of them, when they real desperate for human bodies and blood and bone, they'll come in here and put their names in the chat to get you guys curious to lure you over to their chat rooms. That's why they get blocked. I'm going to block and blacklist every single one of their accounts. They won't be able to type their names in my chat because they've been using me. Is it my fault? No, it is not. But I will do my part by not calling out their names because I feel that that's why they've been doing this for the past several years. Oh, let's do a campaign. And then what Jamila is going to do is Jamila going to go over on her channel and she's going to recognize them. That's why any videos that I've made about them, I'm removing. I don't want any connection with those people. Those people are possessed, they're empty seaters, and they're trapping you. At the same time, they're trying to vampire off of me and one other person's energy energetically. That person don't really know how to protect their energy. They're vampiring exclusively off of my energy and then will bring y'all over to their channels where they say boo boo and shit and piss and fuck and the stupidest shit that nobody ever wanted to hear in their life. I'd rather sit and watch paint dry than to sit through a 2-3 hour show of them. But they use my energy, and then people be like, "Oh God, this is addictive." No, my energy is addictive. What is that like? You know what I'm saying? And if you feel that those people have a card to play, if you stupid enough to believe that those people can touch me, you stupid. They have been given grace, and that's it. Otherwise, their time is up. Time's up. It's just like they tried to prove to y'all something that somebody pulled up. I bet, yeah, I come on outside. I ain't about to come outside. What the fuck I could I love my life. I love God. What the fuck I'm gonna come outside and fight with you and get shot for? And people was like, yeah, yeah, because y'all, especially black people, y'all covet the most ignorant crap. And they know you do. And they know how to fry your brain like stir fried rice. And I'm sitting up here telling you the truth. Well, I've been battling with these same people for years. I don't give a damn about them. They strong. They strong. They strong. No, they not. They weak. They weak. They're weak. They're spineless. They have no magic. They have no knowledge. They're nothing. So anyway, y'all, I'm not angry. I just feel passionate about my anger. Those people are disgusting and they have nothing good coming to them. I can promise you. You know that and so here lately the war has been, we can get her put out of her house. Oh God, it's so hilarious. It really is. And so yeah, listen, my real clients can't wait for that. I got real clients and real apprentices that's coming in every single day. And then the whole oxymoron is it's they're a total contradiction. They are. Okay. So the latest thing has been that. Well, y'all ever think that, if they actually had the power to get me put out of my house, which we've already, if they ever had that power previously, they don't have it now. But if you're assimilating with them, they only have the power to put you out of your house. My spirits already got me covered, more than covered. And they not gonna be terrorizing me in this house the rest of the time that I'm in here. Because time is up. It is. Their time is up. It's mostly Black people, agents of destruction that don't want you to be educated. They want you to believe that if you practice or get witchcraft, that is going to bring this kind of crap into your life, which you're already dealing with people like them anyway. But then they also want to, they all have their different reasons for doing what they're doing, and they're all stupid. Every last one of them that told me that I was going to lose my house, they're going to lose their house. Oh, I can promise you. The lesson that they're going to learn is quit running their damn mouth. Any of them cast any spells to try to make me lose my house or my business, they going to lose their house and their business. So, a lot of y'all will watch them and y'all think these people ruthless. Yeah, they powerful. No. They have no magic. The only magic they got is hitting the flag button and buying fake views. Okay. Hello. Y'all hit that thumbs up. I'm getting ready to go. For more information about the 1111 ritual, you guys need to get the Will of the Year reading. I'm warning these people, do not send people to my business. My spirits won't, because what they've been doing here for the past couple of years is sending uh spies to my business. Don't send nobody to my business. And if you do get sent to my business, you better come over onto my side and get with the program. Okay? And don't play no games with me. But for those of you that are real clients, uh it's good to have the 1111 ritual. You want to get the Will of the Year reading first. A lot of y'all have been in that kind of energy up and down. All this strife and war. See, I'm not used to living like that. I'm not. I'm used to being peaceful and calm every single day. So it does take an adjustment. It does. And I'll help you adjust to that, to where you just, and that's why I often come on here and I try to inspire you guys, to be able to focus on other things. Because if you grew up with parents, anything like these people, oh my God. Now see, that's a generational curse. You're going to have to retrain your brain to do and think about something else, because that whole time your creativity and your connection to the earth has been blocked. Okay. So what you'll want to get is the Wheel of the Year reading. Um, and so another thing is that the Yule Circle is open, and it's on the website as well. And we're doing a lot of healing and miracles. Okay. So the miracles are going to come from over here, because we know how to manifest miracles at divine services, and we don't have to fuss at nobody. We don't have to lie on nobody, which is essentially canceling out all your miracles and magic before it even happens. Okay. So as soon as I get a few more people in the circle, I'm going to be ordering these beautiful unicorns. Also, there is a herb. It's a root actually, called false unicorn powder. I'm actually going to order some of that today. I'm actually getting ready to order some of it. So I'm excited about ordering that. I need it for my arsenal. And so that should be here like in a day or two. Um, and so we're going to get that popping. And false unicorn powder, it's a root, that I believe it comes from a flower. And it heals a lot of different ailments. It's very expensive. We're going to get that order, but our altar is going to be breathtaking. The one for Christmas, the one for Yule, it's going to be breathtaking. Okay. So, and then also we're still in the ancestor veneration period. We have been protecting the ancestors as well, because what these people will do is they will take the good ancestors and try to destroy them or trap them. They can't destroy the good ancestors, but they will try to trap their energy and their souls. That's why you don't feel like your ancestors are anywhere near you, because we've got fake spiritualists out here trapping your ancestors. Okay. So what they do is they will trap your good ancestors and then release the bad ones on you. And they're not doing it for your greater good. They're doing it for control and domination, because they see you as bugs that they want to step on. They don't see you as human, hon. Go by how they treated me. If they would treat me and my innocent babies that way, how do you think they feel about you? Stop being ignorant. Stop thinking that you cool with this person. Start understanding that it's not good to have people around you that you cool with. I'm cool with it. Oh, please. Okay, so that's gonna be coming up, and I'm excited about that. But anyway, I gotta go because I got some things to do. I gotta take care of business, and I'm hungry. And so y'all have a good one. They can't watch my phone. I know that one of them came on here and said they watching our phones. They ain't watching my goddamn phone. If they was watching my phone, their eyes would burn. They would have such discomfort in their eyes, they don't know what to do. I'm not talking about light and flashes in their eyes. I'm talking about their eyes would be fucking burning if they was watching me. They can't watch me. All evil eyes are burned. So everything is confidential, guys. Okay. They've been doing the most, man. Okay, all their systems is down as far as I'm concerned. They get desperate every once in a while and want to show up at somebody's house. I'll have bear traps out there for the next time, but not physical bear traps. Okay, or a TO will be out there. Okay, and that's the bear lady. I ain't talking. I wouldn't put no physical bear traps in my front yard, which honestly, I'd like to, but I'm not. But I'm talking about an invisible. You can't see her, but she's out there. Okay, I'll see y'all later. Okay, love you guys. Bye. Blessings. Bye bye.